After the world just witnessed a few days ago how Capitol Hill came over hell, I wrote these words because it's hard to sit still in my own home as I watch everything unfold. It's titled Fool in Charge. Here it starts with the fool in charge as we find ourselves at war in our own backyard. The telltale signs were as clear as night and day when a statue of a fool running for president would be chosen one day and rain hell on Capitol Hill with a dark cloud to a crowd of people who are just as full of hatred in their hearts. They can't seem to see all that's being said and done is wrong. In the beginning, from within the time of his running to lead this country, he made comments about if he killed somebody in the middle of the streets that he wouldn't lose any votes. And this was heard clear and vague, then caught on tape about grabbing a woman's private parts between her legs. If this wasn't enough for those to see what kind of a president this man would be, triggering many red flags, fueling the flames of a statue of a fool ready to take control of a nation with this slogan, "Let's make America great again," but we all have witnessed the lie that turned out to be when he took over office. As the whole world is watching it being dragged to the ground by a conspiracy from a statue of a man that would bring hell on Capitol Hill by egging the people on after losing his second term around, and he gets the people to believe in the lies over the truth, growing with frustration to a fraudulent election as they storm the capital nation led by conspiracy. In spite of all the things that he had said and done, it wasn't surprising that he won the first time around because the woman he was running against, most of the people had no trust in. But nevertheless, those who knew best saw all the evil and wickedness that was about to unfold. We all saw the difference how those were treated when peaceful protesters over Black Lives Matter came together because of all this racism upon humanity had escalated by police brutality when a fool was elected from within his 4 years in office, bringing all this chaos upon this nation with strong influence with strong influences with all this with strong influences from within this separation of division fueled by hatred. Now, after losing, shouting out fraud in the election, then caught on tape once again, as everyone heard a recorded conversation trying to get those to commit what he falsely accused those what was happening to him. They couldn't be proven, but yet only goes to show how those that are highly educated but easily manipulated by a fool of a man. But yet, in so many ways, he would still have his day that we cannot say we didn't see coming. On all the telltale signs behind the things has been saying, like stand back and be ready, speaking unto many, like a fool leading the blind, believing in the lies over the truth, and this is just the beginning of the worst thing still yet to come. Much like the scriptures of the scrolls, God mentions to be aware thereof. How many will come in the light of thy name, but are the wolves in disguise, spreading nothing but lies in sheep's clothing. You see, in the book of Psalms 34:14, it says to depart from evil and pursue peace. And this is far from what we are all seeing today, as many fail to comprehend and understand the purpose of this meaning written in the book of life. Put your trust in God and be enlightened how many more will suffer and many more will die behind political corruption and Babylonian religions that will do us all in to the beginning of the end. And the worst is and the world just witnessed the greatest fool of a man still shouting out telltale signs that our journey has just begun. The red flags have never stopped as they continue to pop up, as other countries are watching us at war with ourselves. And this is what happens when we, the people, pull a fool in charge, dragging this nation of America down to the ground because what the world had just witnessed that's far from making America great again. And it's just the beginning of 2021, bringing a dark day in history in our capital city, in this hellbound world that's got the devil laughing at us all. Wake up, people, because prophecies are being fulfilled right before the eyes of the world. As we turn against each other and we put our trust in those bringing about all this chaos that's only going to get worse, not better, and many more will suffer and many more will die. In light of the movies coming alive, just as death is on the rise, as people panic to this COVID pandemic, as foolishness continues from within those who don't think it's serious. But yet bodies are being put in storage containers because funeral homes can't keep up with the business and hospitals can't keep up with the capacity that's overwhelming as patients keep on dying. Then we got a fool of a man who's running this country who continues to lie about how he's going to make America great again. This only goes to show how weak people can be by letting one man, or a few, should I say, fuel the flames to override democracy. I'm just a simple man and just as simple as can be, and I put my trust in no political party. But one thing I can tell you that I can see is a statue of a fool who can care less about you and me. As I shout out this message empowered by the Almighty King of Kings unto all the generations of the nations, that I tell you no lie, that political corruption and Babylonian religions will do us all in to the coming of the end. And this is what the Antichrist has been waiting for, to take control, and all hell will fall upon the world. And if you see it, believe it, because here it starts, when a fool of a man, angry and mad, but yet still in control of a mob, trying to get what he wants, like a master letting loose his bitches and dogs. Keep your head into the sky, because there's where freedom truly lies. And the truth of the word is like silver and gold. When the parables of the Bible come together like lightning and thunder, to see the world is ready to crumble to the brimstones of fire. And this is why I continue to say, to seek and ye shall find the truth beyond the lies, because in the end, after it is all said and done, only the truth can set those free from this hell-bound world of Babylon that's destined to burn to a sackcloth sun that will turn blood red in midday afternoon. As we bring this dark cloud upon ourselves, as we acknowledge the God of this world that many don't even know exists, through the kingdom of Babel, written in the Bible, in the book of Genesis. Well, my brothers, peace out, and God bless. And if I offended anyone, that was not my intentions. And I ask for your forgiveness. And forgiveness is the hardest thing that one can do, to live life and forgive all those that have done one wrong. Peace out, and God bless.